Alright guys, how's it going? It's Amar here, and this is episode 6 of An Idiot Abroad, season 5, and we have got the review of January, and all the transfers that I made, along with a few other clubs, and also the final game of December. I hope you enjoy the episode, and let's waste no more time. The final game of December then ended a 0-0 draw against Athletic Bilbao. Now, normally these are very, very hard to take down, especially with the big man Llorente up front. We managed to keep him quiet, but their goalkeeper, I think, got man of the match. They kept us out all game, and we obviously created more chances, as you can see by the statistics, but we couldn't find a breakthrough. So, picked up a point, but, you know, against Athletic Bilbao, I guess that's never really a bad result. Looking at the stats then, 10 shots to their 5, 3 to their 2, 46 possession to their 54%. On to the month of January, but before we start that, I'll show you the signings that were made. The one and only transfer that was made, yes, the one and only. I didn't go on a massive spree, even though I had a lot of money. The board asked me if I wanted to change expectations for the month, or for the season, I guess, and I had Total Challenge and Winner to choose from, but in the end I chose for Winner, and they gave us an extra 20 million or so I had 30 million to spend, and about 500k on the, no, not about 400, about 200k on the wage budget, but I actually went, I didn't think I was going to use it, so what I did was I put it all down to the wage budget, and I actually got an achievement somehow, but either way, whatever, got an achievement, nice one. But the main thing is I only spent 12 million on this guy, David Ospina, and the only reason is because I need the backup goalkeeper, because my other keeper, the 18-year-old, kept becoming ineligible for the Champions League, so I needed someone that was as a backup to Diego Alves, but it seems that David Ospina will be the first team goalkeeper, as he's a little bit better. But I actually sent this guy out on loan to Arsenal, because I just put him on loan and that's where he went. So that was the only signing that was made in the month. I had about 30 million. I actually was going for Peter Cech and Pepe Reina. I wanted to bring in a big goalkeeper, but they wanted too much for them. I was going to have to pay within 30 to 50/60 million to buy them, and it's just not realistic with the financial situation that I have at Valencia, and plus obviously it's just not good business to buy a goalkeeper for 60 million. So yeah, that was it for the month. I might as well just show you through the other transfers that were made. So if I go to World, view all transfers, not February obviously, because not many were made so far, but Eden Hazard went from Lille to Manchester United. Now, I'm actually just like seeing these as you are, so I probably could have signed Hazard. I probably could have. Nah, well. That went through on the 26th, so that was quite late on. Aidan McGeady went to Liverpool for 19 million. Douglas went to Barcelona for 19 million. Lavezzi went to Real Madrid for 17. Matias Rojas, Regen, who plays in my Argentina side, went to Real Madrid. Not recommended as one of the better players in my Argentina squad, but whatever. Lassina Traore, one of the big players, went to Liverpool. Fucking hell, he's a good player. He's a quality player. I always knew about Lassina Traore, I just never really needed to sign the guy, to be perfectly honest. I bought Ospina. Menez obviously went out, you knew about that. Zila went to Barcelona. Nothing much otherwise than Ayew went to Inter, and that's pretty much all I can see here. What a guy, what a guy. That guy's a good finisher actually, Ayew. I do like him, but that is pretty much it for the big ones, I reckon. So yeah, we'll go back to the fixtures then. So first game in January was a Spanish Cup game against Osasuna, I believe. But yeah, let's just go straight onto it. First game of the month, we played Osasuna then, as I said, in the Spanish Cup. What was it, 3rd or 4th round? And this man, Luke de Jong. What a player he is. What a player. This guy just, I don't know, he just can't stop scoring at the moment. He's returned. He is back to his old form, and he's just banging in the goals for fun. Gets a hat-trick in this game. That's his 2nd goal, and his 3rd was from the penalty spot. No doubt. The goalkeeper went the right way, maybe a tad late, but there you go. A hat-trick for Luke de Jong. 3 shots on target and 3 goals for Valencia. Shows how clinical we were with our chances. Well, it doesn't actually, because we had 15 shots, but still, Luke de Jong was clinical, if no one else was. 15 shots to 4, 3 to 1, 52% possession to 48. Osasuna really didn't cause us a problem, and defence were dealing with them easily, so not much else you can say. That's a good first leg advantage. On to the second leg. The second leg was a little bit more of a more tough affair. They gave us a bit more of a game, and it was more quite even, although we did come out with a 2-1 win. Carlos Fierro picking up a goal just at the beginning of the second half, and they scored in the 78th or 77th minute. Ibra ironically scores against us, not the big Ibrahimovic, but some other guy called just Ibra. And then, who do you think will score? Take your bets, take your bets, take your bets, take your bets. Luke de Jong. Another goal for him. 4 goals in 2 games against Osasuna, and just an outstanding goal scoring record so far this season, even though he was injured for a long period at the beginning. He's just picked up his form. It's been such a delight to see him come back the way he has. So it's been really good. 12 shots to 12, 7 on target, 4 on target for them. 58 possession to 42 possession. On to the next game of the month. Next up was Espanyol, and this game was, I don't know, I thought it was pretty one-sided to our team, Valencia. As you can see, Pavel with a fantastic strike. It was pretty one-sided. Their 2 goals, I don't think they really deserved them, but you know, they were coming in some periods of the game. Take that in a non-sexual way, please. And was that Modric who scored that? I think it was. And then Pavel scores again over here. Well, it's coming, but yeah, I don't think they deserve their goals. I mean, they put pressure on us at times, but throughout the match, mostly it was just us. And yeah, as you can see here, look at that, just a lack of concentration at certain times. They got 2 goals. That was pretty much the story. Penalty there from Pavel for his second, and their second of the game, which made it 3-2. But you know, again, the win is always the most important thing, and luckily we held out for that for the next 20 minutes or so. Plus stoppage time. Shots 18 to their 9, 7 on target to their 4, 52% possession. Pretty much domination. Well, not in the highest sense of the word, but you know, we still dominated the game nonetheless, and with a good commanding victory, we move on to the second leg in 2 games. Well, after the next game, but first league game of the month is next. Levante were a really tough opponent, actually. We managed to get quite a lot of chances early on in the first 20 minutes. Luckily, Piatti had quite a few and managed to stick one away here. And for the rest of the game, they just kept us out and kept us out. We played a really, really good attacking game, but they just could not concede. We just could not break them down enough. But 17 shots to 6, 8 to 3. We did take control of the game quite early on, and we kept it throughout the game. They rarely had any clear-cut chances, and that was good for us, because then kept the confidence high and kept the attacking moves going. But the best thing for me was that we didn't concede, and that we did go on and secure the game and hold them out to a 1-0 win, which is always important when you're going for the title. You need to get those 1-0 wins. You can't just be slacking in the second half or after you score and try and hold on to it. But that was a pleasing result nonetheless. So on to the second leg of the Spanish Cup quarter-final. After winning the first leg 3-2, we managed to finish off the rest of the quarterfinals by beating Espanyol 2-0. Was that Cortez with the first goal there? And then in the 91st minute, Luke de Jong got another goal. And he's just been scoring for fun. I can't say it enough. But look at that. Just touch and finish into that bottom corner. Great goal from a player that is in top form at the moment. 14 shots to 10, 4-2. But the main thing is we're in the semi-finals against Real Madrid, if you didn't know already. And moving on to the next game and the final league game of the month. So, we played Celta, and by far this was the best game we had this month. 5-0. Kevin De Bruyne opened the scoring. I thought it was going to be a tough match from the first 15 minutes or so before we scored, but De Bruyne hit the net, and they just came crashing down from then, Celta, and we just kept banging in the goals. Look at this from De Jong, taking the ball out wide, whipping it in along the ground, and Fierro's there just to tap it home. Probably tell you now that Luke de Jong scores another hat-trick for him, and that's the first of the 3. We also had Adil Rami sent off between our third and fourth goal. As you can see there, that's his second goal of the game, Luke de Jong. Adil Rami was sent off though, and we, even with 10 men, we absolutely destroyed him. At 10 men then, I took off our left midfielder, Kevin De Bruyne, stuck on Kyriakos Papadopoulos at centre-back, and then we put Mvia in the centre by himself, Modric out on the left, and then someone else back out on the, whoever it was out the right. Who was that? Gamara was staying on the right, and Mvia just bossed the midfield, even on his own. He absolutely bossed it, and they couldn't even get near it. They didn't even have a shout. They didn't even have a chance. Celta, not literally, but yeah, that was a great victory for us. And on to the first leg against Real Madrid. What a game! What an absolute game this was. Real Madrid, we beat them 2-0. Pavel scoring there, another amazing goal by his standards. It's just getting, by his standards now, it's just getting pretty standard, that goal. But, you know, what a finish nonetheless from Pavel. And then the second goal in the game came from him again. Header at the back post. Chamberlain brilliantly whipped the ball in and got past a few players on that right wing. And good finish. But two catastrophic things came out of this game for us as well. Sebastian Coates and Luke de Jong came out of the game injured, but pretty even nonetheless. Real Madrid did get, wow, as you can see, they had a few shots, but then we just took our chances, and that one extra shot on target gave us that goal, and then obviously one of them was the other goal. So 2-0 puts us into a good position for the second leg, and hopefully we can go on and get ourselves into the final, but it all comes down to that second leg. On to the final game of the month then. So we played Almeria and beat them 4-0. As you can see, Ospina's first game at the club. I bought him literally like a day before this game started, and on the deadline day actually. Was it? Might have been deadline day, but yeah, we bought him in and he did well. He did really well. Gamara getting in loads of space and finishing it into that top corner. Fantastic goal there, and he had a good debut, Ospina. I mean, didn't really have much to do, to be honest with you, but he did well when it was needed, and that's what you can ask from a goalkeeper, really. Corti, I played at right back. He hasn't played much, but did well. Luke de Jong was out, so we had to play Pablo Piatti and Carlos Fierro up front. I'm loving Fierro in this sort of, what is it called, a trucatista? What is it? I don't even know how to pronounce it properly. Vertonghen gets his first goal in a while to make it 3-0. And finally, Carlos Fierro showing his class with a fantastic finish with his left foot as well. But as you can see, 15 shots to 5, 6-1, 51% possession. Good work from the lads to finish off a very quite successful month, and we have gone 9 points clear. And the reason that is because Real Madrid have fucked up. Yep, that's right, they have fucked up. They have lost their last game and they drew as well. They were 4 points behind us. That made it 7, and that made it 9. So yeah, we've had a really good month. Fucking hell, they beat Numancia 8-0. I think we only beat them 1-0, but fuck, that is a good win. But doesn't give you any more points, so I guess we're in the driving seat. As you can see, 18 games to go, past halfway point. 9 points is the gap between first and second. This is looking good. Looking good. It is 4 points the gap between 7th and 2nd. So this is looking a good season. Luke de Jong's catching up in the goals tally. Pavel's dropping down the assist tally, but we are still up there in average rating. Luke de Jong, absolute legend. That guy, legend. Anyway, the next game we've got is against Real Madrid, and the next month is February. I'm not going to live from anything of February and March because I've got something special planned for April and May. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. It really helps me out. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.